Hey, what's up? This is Brandon Simmons for BrandonSimmons.biz. This is my weekly video blog called Bullheaded, a review of the Houston Texans news, as well as a preview of the upcoming game matchups. So, this week, the Texans are going to go on the road and face the Indianapolis Colts. Two 1-4 teams coming off disappointing losses in which they blew leads in both of their games. But we're going to get to that in just a few minutes. What I want to do is do a quick recap of week 5 and also go over a couple of news items for the week. So, um, week 5, I'm glad to say that I can actually do a legit recap over some legit game action. Even though we lost the game, we lost 25-22 to the New England Patriots. And going into last week's episode, excuse me, the theme of last week's episode was pretty much um, it's not the same. Going into that game, the Texans were heading into a uh, two game span of which both of their opponents would be 1-3. So at the time, it was New England, the Colts, and the Texans all 1-3. So after last week, obviously the Texans are no longer 1-3; they're 1-4, and the Patriots get to ride high as 2-3. But now they get to face the Indianapolis Colts, who's 1-4. So just sticking back to the subject of the week 5 recap, I felt like it was an improved effort overall, and that's not a lot to say. When you compare this week 5 performance to the week 4 performance, in which week 4's performance was a blowout. So, but I will say that they did look fired up. Just coming out the gates. Um, just looking at some of the notes I took here. Defenses. They're they forced a couple 3-and-outs late in the game. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. They were converting. They were converting fourth downs, and it was just it really it felt like it was just a really good game. Great. I felt like it was a great game that was played on both sides of the ball. Hell, even Davis Mills, he had a terrific game. He had a terrific showing. He threw a couple touchdowns, even threw one on a flea flicker. So um, it's overall it's just improved effort. And that's what I can appreciate. What I'm saying? When you're putting in the effort. Now, what I'm saying? Even if you put in the effort and you lose, then yeah, you earned your butt whooping. That's cool. But I mean, don't just stand there and just take it. Like, fight to get your ass kicked. So anyway, um, but with that being said, um, we still lost the game, and a large part of that was we just did not finish it. And so, we had punts, but not only just the punts, it was the missed field goals of Kaimi Fairbairn. Um, and it's, just across the league, like a lot of kickers have been just kind of just missing field goals. They've been missing extra points, regular field goals, all types of shit. So, um, hopefully, he'll get this straightened up, or the Texans will straighten this up for him. So that's all I got for my week 5 recap. Um, a couple of injury items I want to get into before I get into the game preview. So Larry Tunsil, he's out 4 weeks with an ankle injury. That's going to be a huge loss for us. Protecting that blind side and everything. That's crucial for a rookie quarterback. So we'll see how they move forward with replacing him at that position. Tyrod Taylor, we got some injury updates from him from head coach David Culley. And so, in Culley's words, he's progressing, but he's not ready yet. And also, he added a little bit of something else when he was talking about Taylor. He was saying that, when Tyrod Taylor returns, he will be declared the starter. On the flip side of that, I guess Nick Casario was trying to deliver like a PC answer to say like, the best decision for the team will be made, or, something to that nature. So, um, I think I really do like what Cully said, and I like it for a multitude. Well, for a couple of reasons. So, everybody that knows, Tyrod Taylor's, history in recent years, he's held a starting position, but, he's always seemed to have gotten benched or, he seemed to have gotten hurt and lost his job. In particular, last year, when he was the quarterback for the Chargers, he suffered an injury, like I think around week 2, and he was out for a little bit, and just when he was about to come back, the team doctor accidentally punctured his lung with a needle or something, and so he had to be out for a little bit longer. And the thing that's crazy about that is, you know, um, the Chargers had Justin Herbert, and the rest is history for them, franchise history for them. Um, I don't think I do not think that's the case for Davis Mills. I don't think anybody's gonna like freaking clip. I don't think anybody's gonna step on Tyrod Taylor's big toe or anything. Make sure he stays out another game or two, so Davis Mills can like kind of, you know, get take over the reins. Um, Me personally, I think I think right now he's David Culley's trying to he's trying to like really just boost this guy's confidence up, for when he returns, because it seems like they are expecting him to return, and when he does return, they expect him to actually put the team in like a competitive position. So I'm saying expect, because I know like this season, they can expect until it gets to like week 12, week 13, and things ain't looking right. So yeah, they expect him to definitely be the starter and continue to give his team the best chance to win once he returns. So speaking of win, excuse me, need to pick me up. Been a long day. So I got off of work and I actually had to go see the Michael Myers movie. So uh, I'm not spoiling nothing. I'm just gonna leave it at that. So anyway, um, getting into this game preview. So like I said, the Texans, they're gonna be going on the road facing the Indianapolis Colts. Both teams 1-4. Both teams coming off disappointing losses in which they held huge leads and then just blew them just like that, gone. So these are three things that the Texans got to do if they want to try to creep up on the Colts and walk away with a win. So they need to aim for like catch and run plays, and the reason I say that is Indianapolis gives up about 12.2 yards uh, per completion defensively. So they need the Texans. What the Texans should do is put the ball in the hands of some of the speedy receivers like Chris Moore or Brandon Cooks. Especially Moore, he seems to really come along in like these last couple weeks. I think he was in there the week before. Might not have been. Um, but yeah, it definitely last week he had 5 catches. I think it was like 129 yards. I could be mistaken. Um, but definitely somebody that is definitely bring this guy in. Let's see, he's pulled up. I'm off by 20 yards. 5 catches, 109 yards. But the point of the matter is, definitely get this guy worked into the offense, especially with something like this. So quick slants, hooks, things like that. That he can just catch it and just kind of get. If you just put him in the middle of some open space, let's see what he can do with the ball against this defense. Second thing the Texans got to do is win the red zone battle. So the Colts defense is near the bottom of the league with 68.4% red zone conversions. Now, the Texans ain't no better, allowing 50% of red zone conversions. So they'll have to win the red zone battle. Excuse me. And the way they'll do that is they'll actually, the offense will actually have to, just try and go at the Colts' neck, go at the uh, go at Indianapolis, go at the Indianapolis Colts' necks when it comes to like putting their defense in the red zone. So they definitely will have to do that in order to win that red zone battle. Last thing, I would say control Jonathan Taylor. Um, watching the game last Monday, he was kind of alright. He was kind of starting things, getting them going like on the ground, but he had also had three catches for 116 yards or whatever. So um, those are some big numbers for the scrimmage, big scrimmage yards numbers. So definitely control him. Make sure that he's not really helping push that offense, into anything or into their rhythm, something like that. So yeah, make sure he's not helping the offense function at all. So uh, that being said, Texans just have to aim for catch and run plays, put the ball in the hands of the speedy receivers. They have to win the red zone battle, go at Indianapolis's neck when the Texans offense hit the red zone, and control Jonathan Taylor. Make sure he's not making any big plays, especially that big screen pass that he had took in for a touchdown. So just make sure that he's not he's not just tearing y'all up out there. So that's all I got for this week. I'm Brandon Simmons for BrandonSimmons.biz. Holla black.